it. Hello, my name's Yasmin Euphemia, aka Sugar, and I'm here today with.
I am Beverly. I am UK Fluffy Chick, and we are the founders. Okay, we are the founders of Supporter Sis-Star Network. Right. And this evening with us, we have a guest who would like to showcase who he is. And our guest is Martin Wynter. Hello, Martin Wynter.
Hi, Beverly.
Hello, Martin
Hello,
Wynter.
Yasmin. Hi.
Okay, well, Martin is a man of many hats, but he's only going to showcase with us one of his hats. If you don't want more, you have to follow Martin to know his business. Yes. So, okay, Martin, tell us who you are or what you do.
Well, my name's Martin Wynter, and they say I'm an entrepreneur from East London. So I'm going to say I'm an entrepreneur from East London. Had my business for 13 years, which is called James Shoe Care, which is a franchise in Barkingside. In my shop, we are a multi-service store, and we specialize in key cutting, watch repairs, engraving, glass awards, sports trophies. Mostly, yeah, that's mainly the things that the services. Plus, we sell giftware, travel goods as well. Yeah, so basically, yeah, multi-service store.
Okay.
I've been in the business from the age of 14. I'm 55. I started with my brother as a Saturday boy in Ilford, taking it way back to the 80s when a key cost 50p and a pencil cost 99 pence. That's our heels, 99p when I started back in Ilford, back in the day. And because I didn't want to be a cobbler, I wanted to be an electrician. But at school, I wasn't the greatest, I wasn't the brightest spark in my class at all. I took my exams. I didn't even go back for my results. So I don't even know what I took 4 CSCs. I don't even know what my results were. So I started
off doing exams. You took exams before it was GCSEs.
Well, they weren't. No, I wasn't good enough for GC. I wasn't good enough for O levels. I was CSC grade. I was.
Okay.
So I took those in '84, and I didn't go back for my results. I had a YTS. I took a YTS job at that time. I wanted to be an electrician, but I got down to the last 10 with the Borough of Newham out of 500. I didn't get the job, and I just didn't pursue it no more. I just wanted to earn money. So I got a YTS job, earning £26 and 25p a week.
That's right, big money. Big money.
And I must say, out of that £26, 25p, I was saving £5 and give my mum £5 housekeeping money.
Oh gosh, yes.
Was you throwing partner as well? Because most people used to like to throw partner back.
Yeah, I did throw partner. I was about 18, 20. I think I still throw it now. We're doing it all the time. I haven't stopped. I started when I was about 21. And yeah, so that's how it started out, working for a youth training scheme. And from that, I wanted to earn money. So I worked in a factory where I started. I'm always talking about money. I started to earn £50 a month. And that's how I felt like I was earning some big money. And that was about 85, 86. Couldn't take it. I started work at 7:30 in the morning in Bow. Hated it. Coal factory. Hated it. But I wanted to earn the money. So I stuck it out for a couple of months. And then one time I just happened to be walking in Stratford and I looked in the job centre. I saw a job for a trainee shoe repairer, which I didn't want to be, but I used to work with my brother on a Saturday as a Saturday boy. So I thought, I want to go for this job. And that's where my shoe repair career started, working in Bond Street in Selfridges as a trainee. Back in 85. That's where I started. 85, 86. I started my shoe repair life. And since that time, I've been all over the place. I've worked up and down the UK as relief manager, relief worker, Manchester, Birmingham, Wales, Sussex, all over.
Hold up. Stick a pin right there, sir. Right. Because, in the job world, when they say, okay, you got the job and you're doing relief, you're going to be on relief. How come they didn't move you around within like a set vicinity? You're gone on wheels, you're gone all over the place. Like
I didn't do relief straight away. It's when I got to be a qualified shoe repair. Then I was a relief manager.
Okay.
And I used to do London area. And because the areas are so big, managers would have the whole of South or whatever, the whole of North, and you'd work way over. And I didn't mind. I used to stay overnight, spend a week there, getting away from home, pay all my expenses. And I didn't mind. going there for a week, go on a Monday morning, come back on a Friday. As long as I was back home on Friday or Saturday morning,
Yeah.
able to go out over the weekend, I didn't mind. It was
Okay.
good.
No. I just wanted
Priorities,
to
right?
just get
Yeah.
the clarity on that because most people nowadays, if you ask them to move one borough over, they're cussing like, look how far they're making me have to go to work.
Right.
Okay, that's into
In
context.
those days, I would even travel to Hounslow to work. I remember when I worked in Richmond, the first time I worked, on the way home, I fell asleep on a train. Fell asleep, missed my stop, clean, went all the way to Hornchurch, must get off at East Ham. But that's how we used to work those days. We used to travel hour and a half.
Mm,
The hour journey was nothing. That was standard.
mm.
Now I drive 10 minutes to work in the morning. I don't want to drive no more than 10 minutes, but that's how it was back in the day. We would travel an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, travel 4 hours a day. It wasn't a problem. Do you know what I mean?
So you say you're multi, I just
So,
multi-service shop. Do you do all these services yourself, or
yeah,
do you do all
majority
the
of them
engraving and all of them
do,
things as well?
yeah, but I do outsource some of the work. Some
Okay.
of the engraving jobs, some of the glass awards, I will outsource because we have companies that we work with and they'll just I'll send them an email and they'll do it within 5 days, 6 days, whatever. Because they've got better quality machine like to do glass work. So glass work, I try to outsource that. I can do some in the shop, but I more normally outsource it. Just a matter of sending an email,
Okay.
basically, And yeah, so it's been a journey. It's been a real big journey for me because I've worked all over London. I have as well. All four corners. Worked in Brixton. I've worked in areas where there's no black people except for me. I've worked in areas where there's all black people like Brixton's. I've worked all over, so it's taught me a lot really. So I can work with anybody.
Yeah.
With any customer, I can deal with any customers, any color, whatever. It doesn't make no difference to me. I'm used to it. Obviously where I'm working in Barkingside, a lot of customers are Asian, white and black, but mainly I'll say Asian, I suppose. In Barkingside,
Okay.
she used to be a
So
Jewish.
how long have you been in Barkingside? And
13 years.
Barkingside is your own place now,
That's
isn't
the
it?
franchise. Yeah, 13 years I've been there. But as well as that, I never really talk. I've got a shop which I'm partners with, my business partner in Grays, which we've had that one since 2014, I think, 2012. But I'm this business partner. I don't even actually go there. Very rarely go there. I just do some work for it every now and then. We help each other out. I'm in my shop, is in that shop there. And yeah, that's so I don't really talk about because I think we're going to lose that shop because they're going to knock the shopping centre down. So I think we're not going to lose it
Okay.
away. They want to relocate us, but sometimes when they relocate you, it's not good.
It's
You know?
not in the area you want to be.
Yeah, it's like starting all over again when you've made your ground already. But yeah, like 13 years in Barkingside, it's been good. I love it. I love going to work, especially now. I don't work 5 days a week now. I work about 3 days a week now. So when I do go to work, I'm actually looking forward to going to work. I do.
So do you have
Okay.
employees, or you just do?
Yeah, I've got a guy that works 3 days a week, 4 days a week, and he'll cover me if I have to go. If I'm going away, he'll do the full week. So yeah, in that sense, I'm really lucky because that came out of COVID. He worked in James Shuke in Canary Wharf, which are the flagship shops where I used to work before I came to Barking. So I was there for 7 years. And he worked there and he got redundant through COVID. So I took him on as a part-timer, basically.
Oh, so he already knew. It's not that he was a trainee. He
Fully
already.
qualified, in fact, he's a better shooter than me. Brilliant. He's a
Okay.
brilliant shooter. I leave the work for him to do most of the time. If he's coming in the day after, I'll take it in and let him do it the next day. He's a good shooter. Fantastic. And he's great with the customers.
Do you do apprenticeships or anything like that?
No, I'm not done. What I do work experience. And I've had a few Saturday boys. I've had a few Saturday boys well in the shop. I've even got one where I got him to job in my mate's shop in Collier Row, and he was there for 3 years, the Saturday boy. I've got a young lad at the moment, but it's not those set hours because he plays football on a Sunday, so I'll get him to come in like on a Friday or on a Thursday to do like 5-6 hours. And he's picked up key cutting, watch repairs, engraving, little bits and pieces. So yeah, I've had many youngsters in the shop. But as well as that, my family's helped me out a lot as well. My brother worked for me for 11 years before COVID. He did every Saturday. My brother was with me.
Oh, wow.
My niece used to work in the shop. She just got a full-time job now. Not doing shopping, obviously, but just come out of uni. My son used to be in the shop. My nephew used to be in the shop. My other niece. So it's like I've had all my family come in there. Basically. I've had my uncle who kind of got us into shoe repair, who's passed away a few years now. He used to work with me as well. Like I said, my brother worked with me every Saturday for 11 years. It's only COVID stopped that because he works for Timpson's. And he didn't used to work on Saturdays, but now he does work on Saturdays for Timpson's because they've moved everybody around, so he can't work
Oh,
with me.
so he's in the same sort of business.
Well, he actually introduced me to it because I was 14 when I used to work for him.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that he'd stayed in it.
Oh yeah, he stayed. Yeah, he stayed. Yeah,
Okay.
we can't do nothing else. You know what I mean? That's all we can do. Cut keys, watch repairs, shoe repairs. That's what we do. But I love it though. I do love my trade.
That was going to be my question. Obviously, do you love it? And you just said it.
Yeah.
You love it. So
Yeah,
It's funny. I was doing a live this evening, and I was saying like I think most people when they're self-employed, they must love what they do when you're self-employed.
Yeah.
You have to love what you do when you're
You have
self-employed.
to. You know, like this morning, I went to bed last night at 11 o'clock. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning. I just got up and started doing some work. Then I went to the gym and I had a swim this morning at 7:30. I don't really go to the gym that often. I thought, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm not going to work out, have a swim, done about 6-7 laps, steam, sauna, left there, I went to work. I'm tired now though. I'm feeling it now.
So you'll be in bed before 11 o'clock tonight.
Oh yeah. I'm going to bed straight from here. I'm going to bed after.
So you actually work quite hard, really. Okay. So I've been asked not to put no time limit on it, but like, so you're in James' shoe care, you're doing what you're doing. Will you be doing that indefinitely, or can you see yourself creating some remedial income?
I've got a set plan. I have got other businesses like the Get Your Tickets website, which is an online ticket store, which works off the back of the shop. I used to sell tickets in the shop for events all the time. Pre-COVID, I put up a website, Get Your Tickets, so that stops people having to come in the shop to buy tickets. Radio station, which is something which come off the back of COVID as well. But my plan is 2 years' time to have it all working for me. The gentleman in the shop said he will work full time. So I've got 2 years to set him up to run the shop for me, where I don't have to go there at all. That is my plan. Have the ticket site working for itself. Most importantly is a shop where I can do what he does. He covers me for my days off. I want to be able to cover him for his days off. So he's there full time and I cover him. Do you know what I mean? At the moment, I put in dates where I need to go away and he puts it in his diary so he knows he's going to be there those days. We work out what day he's going to work. This week he's working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'll be at the shop Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I've slowed down over the years because when I was doing 6 days, I've done 6 days last year for about 5 months. I'll tell you, it nearly killed me.
Yeah.
Because he was sick. The guy was sick. He was. Water on his lungs, wasn't well. So I had to do 6 days. I'll tell you what, doing that and the radio shows, it really done me good and proper. But I had to do it.
Because you're up early. Because I mean, Miss Yasmin likes to let me know she's listening to the. I'm not up.
Yeah, well, when
I see those messages when I wake up. Yeah, I mean, I managed to join the radio program. I think twice.
No, I love it.
And I had the honor of making the breakfast that morning. I full up everybody's belly and they had.
Nah, it's just crazy, man. I do love my morning shows. I'm actually blown out tomorrow. I told Sharky I'm not doing it tomorrow. I'm gonna have a lane tomorrow. I'm actually gonna have a lane tomorrow. I'll probably still get up at 5 o'clock though.
Yeah. I'll put the body clock in it. You just naturally just wake up.
I was away last week. I still got up at 5 o'clock while I was away. Every day. Because I wasn't raving. I went to Jamaica. I was going to bed at 7 o'clock at night, getting up 1 o'clock Jamaica time, which was 6 o'clock English time.
Our time, yeah.
I've done it for the whole 10 days I was there. But I didn't mind because I didn't go out anywhere at night time to put my body on their clock. I was still on the English time for the whole time I was there. I was getting up at 12 o'clock Jamaica time in the hotel. So people was like coming in from raving. I was just waking up, literally. And
at least it alleviates the jet lag when you come back.
Yeah, lucky when I come out, I had a few days to get myself back with it. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Well, yeah, going back to the question about I've got a 2-year game plan where I want my business to work for themselves. You know, I started reading the Richard Branson book actually. I find it hard to read because I've just fallen asleep when I read or just go on to something else. I bought his book.
Do what Fluffy Chick does. She's got them all audible.
Yeah, you know, I should have done that, you know.
Yeah, I normally listen to it when I'm driving, but most of the time I have to use the map on my phone. So I listen to them when I'm driving, or if I've got a quiet moment, I just have it.
That makes sense actually. But when it's audio, how do you have to buy a special device for
Amazon Audible. It's the Audible account with
Oh,
Amazon.
wow. So you can log in and just play it from your phone.
So then you just like you go into their bookshop, their Audible bookshop, and you see the book that you want.
Oh, wow.
Order it. It's seven.
I
You,
didn't
you
version.
pay you pay a monthly subscription
Oh, wow.
for it, and then you just pick your books from there. So most books that are in hard cover, they might have an Audible version of it. A lot of the books they have an Audible version.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, like I say, 2 years. My plan is for the gentleman Matt to run the shop properly. The ticket site to be running by itself. I plan to give my phone number to someone in 2 years' time, so they will take every phone call that comes through.
As in a personal assistant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think whoever runs the ticket site will have to have the phone number. I think because people ring me all the time.
Oops, sorry.
Information about the ticket site, like putting stuff up on there. Because we do it all manually ourselves. My webmaster does it all. He does all the work. And at the moment, I'm still going to promoters for their event, but they're coming. A lot of them are coming to me now. When they put my stuff on the flyer, they send a flyer to me. Then I've got a few people that help me because when I put something up on the site, we have to put the whole description of the flyer, type it out as a description so you can read it as well as looking on the flyer. And I've got a few people who help me do that stuff. There's a lot of work goes into it actually. But
it's improved a lot. It's getting much easier to maneuver around it and find where you are.
We bought so many different plugins, and even the latest one we've done now, we've gone over to PayPal completely now because PayPal can take debit cards. So before we used to have PayPal and Stripe. Stripe was for debit cards, PayPal was for PayPal, but now we've gone over to PayPal completely, where they can take debit cards, can take all your debit cards, and obviously pay by PayPal. So it's a learning curve as well. Because when I first got the site, didn't know what we was doing, didn't have a clue. You know, we've updated it so much. Before we just had one ticket per event. Now we could put like 50 different tickets up for an event. Yeah, you know, you could book a space on a specific table. Like if you could book, maybe you could book a space on table number 5, then you could book a space on table number 5 for an event. So your ticket is that table opposed to just buying a ticket. Then we've got to find out what table do you want to go on. Do you know what I mean? So there's all different stuff that the sites can do, which my webmaster, brilliant guy, he's my partner now on the Get Your Tickets website. I had to make him my partner because he does all the work. I just throw the work at him. We've got 3 WhatsApp groups between us, what we put different stuff in. Do you know what I mean? And in fact, me and him's got about 5 WhatsApp groups. He's a webmaster for Get Your Radio, GY Radio, jamesshoecare.co.uk, martinwinter.com, and Get Your Tickets. He runs 4 or 5 websites for me, one man. But he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
He must be great.
Yeah, he has to be great. He has to be. I don't know if he's too technical for my liking, though. I want things simple, but he's very technical. He tells me everything that goes on. I don't need to know the mechanics of things. I want it. I just want it done.
Yeah, but he's probably still thinking out loud.
He does. Everything's very thorough. That's what it is. Very thorough.
Yeah,
he needs
detail.
To be. Yeah, he's very. But
when fluffy chick.
But when he explains things to me, I say, you don't need to tell me that, and I don't need to know that. I don't need to know what. You know what I mean? You don't need to spend 5 minutes explaining to me what he's done or why he's done it. I don't know.
Underpinning knowledge, it's called.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
I try to look at myself as like 1%, not 1%, probably 0.5% of what Richard Branson is, how he is. Yeah, so he don't know how things happen. It happens, doesn't it? I'm sure he don't know how it happens.
So basically you just want to think of it and then it materializes.
Yeah, think about it. You do it, but you don't have to explain to me how you done it. Because to me, that's wasting my time. You telling me how you done it. As long as it's done and it's working properly, that's all I'm interested in. But he's very thorough, so I can't really knock him with it. But I still do knock him. I can't help it. I'm a Virgo.
Yeah, I know his pain. Sometimes I get my shower epiphanies, and I might verbally say out loud to some people, and I
some people will say, "Well, how is that going to work?"
I don't know. You figure that out.
It's great. But yeah, it's like I say, 2 years. when my age is 57. I've set an age of 57 where I want to be.
That's no time really. I've been following you for over that time.
Yeah, but no, what it is, it's funny 'cause I've got a life coach and she's brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant, this girl. And she's set my mind in a different kind of way. There's certain things I'm doing which I would never even thought of doing. Do you know what I mean? Even the fact where I'm saying I want to 57, I want to be sitting down and just watching it being done for me. She goes, "What are you doing about it then?"
Yeah.
So the next day I went and spoke to the guy. Will you run the shop in 2 years? He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah. But I would never have asked him before. I'd probably wait until a year and a half time. So now we're in the process now of getting him ready to run the shop. There's little things I'm making him do now, which I would do. Which I'm saying, no, you do this now. You can order that now. Here's my account number. You can order it direct from that company. So I'm making him do more and more. So it just makes it easier as we get to that point, that time.
Yeah, it's setting smart goals, isn't it? It's all good and well to have goals, but without the steps in place to how you're going to make these goals happen,
I think I could be out of the shop. If I put my mind, I could be out of the shop in a year's time. I could be if I really went, but I'm not.
Believe you.
If I really went to town and really showed him that, I could be out there in a year's time. I'll give myself 2 years. You know, when I say out of it, I mean don't have to go there every day. Just go there once a week. Go there for once a month or whatever, or cover him for whatever day he wants, or if he needs a holiday. So I want to be the cover man, apart from being the man in the shop all the time. Okay. And what's funny, a lot of the customers come in asking for him now. He would say, "That's something that's good. I like it. I like that."
Yeah. You realize he might end up getting your cappuccino.
Yeah, you know that, innit? You will do.
Just for clarity, there is a young lady that brings cappuccino for Martin on a regular basis.
Okay. I thought it was like a code word for something else or something.
I didn't see her today, actually. She came. She was in on, when was I there? Was I Saturday? No, I was there Friday. She came in on Friday.
I see these messages pop up every so often.
Yeah, you know,
yeah. Why weren't you in? Oh, you were in today. Why didn't you tell me you were going to be in?
I have to send out my timetable. Days I'm in, days I'm out. But yeah, no, I do love her. Barkside's great, man. I've got some great people down there. It was actually known as the best high street in the 80s and the 90s, but it's not as good as it used to be. A lot of the shops are gone now. The Wolves went when I first went there. There's certain stores ain't there, but it's getting better now. You know what I mean? Okay. A lot of shops shut down through COVID. Luckily, I was able to continue. Our competition, he shut just before COVID. Unfortunately, his wife had cancer, so he shut his shop. People think he shut through COVID, but actually he was shutting because his wife wasn't well, which was quite sad actually, because we used to have a lot of banter between the two of us still, the guy up the road. We both done the same thing, but we used to have a good little communication. But if I needed something, I can go and get it. If he needed something, he can come and work for me. And that's how it was. Yeah. You know what I mean? Good. Because most times, most competitors ain't doing that.
No.
I went up there and introduced myself to him because I know he didn't get on with the young lads who was working in the shop before I was there. But I just went up there and introduced myself to him. I thought, I'm a big man. I don't need to be getting into some rubbish with anybody.
Yeah. New management, higher.
You know, that's it. Yeah, it's good.
So right, so your main showcase was your shoe shop, which is called
James Shoe Care. And it's funny people say shoe shop. What's weird? I actually I do more
multi-service.
Yeah, I call it multi-service store. I'm a shoe technician by trade, not a cobbler. I actually do more business on keys than watch repairs in the shop, believe it or not.
Do people even still repair shoes? Because you know these nowadays people like to just dash for things when
they do. I had a lady come with 5-6 pairs of shoes for all Tony Hill today.
Okay.
And she wanted to wait for them. So I said to her, you know what? Let me deliver them to you. Because she don't live too far from me, actually. I said, where do you live? Tell me the area. I said, well, I'll deliver them to you. Because she wanted to wait for me. Wait for them. That's something I normally do, but it saved me having to rush and do them because she wanted to wait for them. I didn't want to do them while he wait. I prefer to deliver them to her and take my own time and do them than having her sitting around or come back in half hour. I can just take my own time. I will do them tomorrow morning when I go to work. Just take me time, you know?
Okay, so you're more, and then on the side, you do your well, that's going to end up being a main thing. Get your tickets where you can get tickets for events.
Yeah.
Your radio show if you want to wake up early in the morning.
It's not early in the morning, it's 6 o'clock.
That's early in the morning.
Getting up time. Most people are up at that time.
That's early in the morning for night owls.
You know what?
These I mean, I never got involved. I didn't Zoom until when Yasmin had her book launch. That was my first time touching Zoom. The whole lockdown, me never touched. I managed to get away from any Zoom. I see people doing all these Zoom parties. I thought, what's the point of that? Like me wandering in the front room.
Doing it every week. Was doing it every week.
I know.
Every week.
Nah, it's funny because Capone was thinking about saying you want to do on a New Year's Day, but I prefer to do Mixcloud. I prefer to do a Mixcloud stream.
Because you got the interaction on Mixcloud, innit?
Yeah, it's just more.
But you really saved a lot of people. I mean, I've met you from I don't even remember if it was Zoom. It must have been Zoom because I remember saying to my other half, I brought out my box and he gave me the link to you. And that was it. I was hooked. Yeah. I don't know if you know how to sit back, but yeah, we'll take your word for it.
I'll take that. All right, then. So
the sunshine.
All right, then. Well, that concludes our talk. It was lovely to have you on here. Thank you for joining us. And letting our community know that it's not just women. We do have men.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, he is a man.
Yeah. But thank you so much for joining us. And all the best in your plans being successful. And so if you like this content, like, share, subscribe, comment, join the community, come chat to us, know what you're doing.